What is up, YouTube? Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have a blessed holiday week, friends and family. I definitely personally had a wonderful time. As you know, I got two boys, so just watching them open the presents and have a good time really is such a joy to me and a blessing. I hope you guys had a wonderful time as well. In this video, we got a few different things going on. It's the day after Christmas and I just got some things I need to take care of. One is, you already know, I got to get my workout in. So I'm going to bring you to a little chest and back workout, one of the two biggest muscle groups in the body, one of my favorite pumps, because when you hit the chest, you hit the back, you're gonna ultimately hit some biceps and triceps, therefore you're gonna feel like your whole upper body is just pumped, right? So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out, and then secondly, we're gonna do a little bit of a mechanical work today on my motorcycle, my Suzuki GSX-R. If you didn't know already, I have a Suzuki GSX-R 750 and it's a 2007, which is pretty old, but nonetheless you wouldn't notice that because of how sick it looks. I think it's one of the best models out there. Just a little backstory, my dad had passed it down to me, and so I've been keeping it ever since. It's pretty much my project bike, but it needs an oil change. So tag along for the ride. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and share. I also want to, like I said before my previous video, give you guys some fitness tips that will help you on your journey. So with that said, we're going to talk about basically how to stay on track after the whole New Year's motivation goes away. In my last video, I talked about how you can actually utilize the New Year's resolutions to your advantage. You know, like I said, you get that major dose of motivation. What happens when that motivation goes away? How do you stick with your goals after, you know, the rush of the New Year's slows down? We all experienced it before. Everyone's gonna be there January 1st hitting the gym, but what happens after a few months, even a few weeks, it starts to die down back to its normal crowd. And so the goal here in my video is also to share with you guys a little bit on how you can stick with it even after the New Year's motivation feelings go away. Alright, so tag along, enjoy the video, and let's get going. Alright, time to mix up some pre-workout. Let me show you guys what I'm working with real quick. Definitely have to have creatine. You can really take this any time of the day, it doesn't matter. I typically just like to take it before my workout with my pre-workout. If you know me, I represent Nutricost, meaning this is the guys I go to. I've been using these guys for a very long time now. I'm super happy with their stuff. They're simple, they're very effective, and they're third-party tested, meaning you know exactly what you're getting when it says this is the amount of dosage it has, so you can trust their stuff. Now I'm currently out of their pre-workout, so I just went ahead and went to my local supplement store and got me some of this Nutricost Chaos. And so we're going to take one scoop of that. Another thing is electrolytes. Electrolytes keep me hydrated, so I like to take these actually first thing when I wake up, but as well as during my workout. Pop one of these bad boys in here. Alright, so we got the pre here, we're mixing it up, and as you guys know, like when you take your pre-workout, it typically says to wait 30 minutes before your workout so it can kick in and you're ready to go. Well, that's basically what I do, but only when I'm waiting for the pre-workout to kick in, that 30-minute window. I like to play me some Call of Duty. Yes, Coach Nate plays video games. Little thing I like to do to decompress and just unwind a little bit, and then just play one game or two while I sit my pre-workout. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, it is time to hit the weights. We're going to do chest and back like I said. What we're going to do is superset a chest and back exercise. So we're going to do it back to back, and it's going to help to really get the blood flowing, get my heart rate going, as well as target my chest and back and get nice and full. So let's get started. Enjoy the workout. So when it comes to repetition, at this point, at the beginning of my workout, the goal is just to go until I feel like it's a good set of a warm-up. I'm not trying to get a specific amount of reps. I'm really just going until my muscles feel good. Then when I do an actual working set, we can up the weight and really count that as a full working set. Alright, so we got incline barbell bench, superset with seated rows. Let's go. Alright, so we did about 3 exercises for chest and back. We're gonna do one more, so a total of 4 exercises for chest and the back for each muscle group. And with that said, we're gonna finish off with single arm lat cable pull downs. Very long name, I know. And then we're gonna hit some incline or decline push-ups just to kind of pump out the rest of the blood flow in the chest and finish off the workout strong. Let's get to it. Alright guys, we have just finished up our workout, so you already know we gotta take protein as soon as we're done. It's just best to knock out some protein in right after you get done with your workout. We got the Nutricost chocolate peanut butter protein. It's 30 grams per scoop, so definitely high quality stuff. Make sure to get yours and use my discount in the link below. Go. All right, so before we get to the oil change, let me go ahead and give you guys some tips to not be another statistic that ends up failing within a couple months of the new year. Number one, you got to assess your goals. How important are your goals to you, and are they specific enough? Because if you just say, hey, look, I want to tone up and lose a couple pounds, you may start off in the new year strong, but it's not going to last long. Okay, so having clear goals is important to know which direction you're headed and where to keep going even after the New Year's motivation. So number one, assess your goal and figure out if your goal is specific enough. The second thing I would suggest is considering your routine. Routines is something that I live by, meaning I love my routines. I love to wake up knowing exactly what I'm gonna do rather than just waking up and thinking, okay, let's just go with the flow. So it's important to consider your routine and your schedule. What I like to do is sort of sit down, look at my calendar, and write out my non-negotiables. Your non-negotiables are gonna be things like work, sleep, family time, whatever's important to you, maybe extra activities outside of those things that you wanna do or love to do. So now that you got your non-negotiables out of the way, you can assess sort of your time. Time management is key, so with that said, now you have time to insert your gym time, your workout time, whether that's super early in the morning, at night, during your lunch break, whatever that may be. When you input your non-negotiables, you'll be able to see, man, I got a lot of time on my hands, I can make time for the gym. Creating a good routine for yourself and then just sticking to that is going to be key. Now, you may not be 100% on track, but the idea is that you can actually get back to something to follow rather than just giving up and not knowing where to start again. That's how you build consistency, is having a routine that you can stick to long term, that's sustainable for you, and that's realistic as well. Now, the last thing that is going to help you ensure that you stick to your plan, stick to your goals, is just having accountability. Whether that's a coach, a mentor, a spouse, or a workout partner, you need accountability. And this is the key to consistency, I believe, is accountability. Most people who are successful didn't get there on their complete own. They had friends or networks or mentors and coaches that helped them get there. So with that said, if you truly want to ensure your results, get someone who you can trust that will hold you accountable to the things that you say you're going to do. And again, not be another statistic who says they're going to do something and doesn't follow through. So with that said, those are just 3 tips for you guys in how you can ensure that you stay on track after the new year motivation slump goes away. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started on this oil change. All right, now that we got the fairing off, it's time to undo the drain bolt. So as you can see, I was very due for an oil change. Poor girl, she's been running on E and not much oil there, as you can see. So we're gonna let it drain for a second, go and plug her back up and move on to the next process. Next, we're gonna take out the oil filter. All right, so now that we got the old filter off, I'm gonna put the new one on. And what they say to do is, before putting it on, just so next time it'll be easier, go ahead and dab that and just put it around the ring here. Get it nice and oiled up so that next time it'll be easier to take off. So I'll go ahead and put this on. And then we'll go ahead and put in the oil. Tighten her up just a little bit. Typically hand tied's good enough, but we just want to make sure it's nice and secure. I have a 4-liter jug here of oil. This is the racing oil, 10W40, and there's 4 liters in here, and I need to use about 2.6 quarts. So I did the math, and that was basically going to leave me about 1.5 liters left of this. So we're going to go ahead and pour that until we have accomplished 2.6 liters. All right, so we got all the oil in here. Now we're just going to seal it back up. All right, so now guys, we're just going to start her up and let her idle for a little bit, let the oil process through correctly, and we'll leave it on for a while, but then after that, we'll shut her off and she should be good to go. All right guys, that is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.